welcome to this week's podcast. The topic this week is course care and slow play. Obviously, as we are moving into winter, the course conditions have become softer, the greens and the fairways, so pitch marks and divots will obviously become more prominent. As a member of this club, it's every member's responsibility to fill their divots and repair pitch marks correctly. And also, if you do get to the green and someone else is putting, don't just stand around. You can easily fix a few pitch marks. With the days being shorter, slow play is obviously a factor. We won't be able to fit as many groups in, so we've also covered a few slow play tips, and we've addressed a few issues that we think we have here at Q.
Okay guys, now to rake in the bunker after you've hit a nice shot. The first thing you do is make sure you use the pushing and pulling method, like so. So you push the sand in and then you pull it in, making sure the surface is as flat as you can get. Like we can see over here what the groundskeepers have done. So nice push and pull. Making sure there's no sand castles or anything, so everything's flat. And then once you flatten that part, you see you'll still have footprints on the edge of the bunker. What you want to do is use the flat part of the rake to also push and pull the sand to make it as flat as possible so the ball rolls down to the bottom of the bunker, like so. And then once you think it's all flat, you throw the rake back in the bunker with the end of the rake pointing in the direction of play, like so. Okay guys, now we're going to properly explain how to fix a pitch mark after you've hit a shot in. Now this pitch mark here, it's only from about a 30-metre shot. So as you can see, most shots you hit on a golf course make a pitch mark. Okay, so the first thing we do is we come in from the back of the pitch mark where it's landed, and we push it in towards the middle of the pitch mark, go to the side, do the same thing, and then at the front, push it in, then the other side, push that one in. And then you get your wedge or your putter and tap it down. That'll make a nice flat surface for someone to putt over. Now what you don't want to do is get your pitch repairer and wrench the surface up. When you do that, you're actually... What we don't want to do is just tip the whole bucket of sand on top of the divot, because that won't do much good for it. What you want to do is maybe either sprinkle a little bit on like this, or even grab it out with your hand if you'd like to. So sprinkle a little bit on, and then flatten it down with your foot, so it makes a nice even surface with the fairway. That way, if someone's ball rolls on top, they get a nice lie. Now you'll see over here, someone's overfilled the divot. If your ball were to roll on and go next to the divot or behind the divot, you'll have quite a nasty lie, and no one wants that around a golf course. So if we could all make sure we flatten the divots out, just like this one here actually, so if your ball rolls into it, it's not a bad lie and you can hit a pretty nice shot out of it.
One of the common mistakes to slow play is leaving your buggy the wrong side of an actual putting green. You see here Tom's played a chip shot, left his buggy on the front of the first putting green, and as we know he's got to walk around the right hand side to get to the second tee. He's grabbed his putter and now walked up to play his putt. Once Tom holds out on the actual green, what he's got to now do is walk back to the front of the first, grab his buggy and walk around the green. If Tom actually placed his buggy to the right hand side of the green in the first place, he would have been able to walk off the right of the green and continued on to the second hole. The next tip to avoid slow play is being ready to hit. In this circumstance, we've got Tom, who has got the honour on the tee, but is now marking his scorecard, while we've got Nick up on the tee, ready to hit, but due to not having the honour, is waiting for Tom to actually finish marking his scorecard. For ready golf, if Nick's ready, he should go on and hit. It's going to quicken up your round and quicken up the round of those players behind you. In this example of avoiding slow play, what we need to do as a player not hitting the shot is be ready to hit our shot. In this circumstance, we've got Tom hitting the ball into the 8th green. We've also got Nick over there watching the shot, waiting for it to land, and then once it's landed, start his routine from there. What Nick should have done is, once Tom's hit his shot, then Nick automatically goes straight into his pre-shot routine and get ready to play. This is going to save him time every single shot, and it's going to make his round quicker and the people behind them quicker.